Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now I'm coming to you from basically the end of my California trip to do this because I did not plan to make my Universal Studios Hollywood vlog two separate parts. That is right. There was just way too much content to cram into one video, and so you probably already saw the Super Nintendo World vlog, which should be up on the channel by now, but if not, definitely go ahead and check that out. So here you go, you're gonna see a lot of the same stuff that you saw in the Super Nintendo World vlog, as well as some additional footage that I chose not to put into that video. And so enjoy the video, guys. We just made it past security now, and look at that. Right behind me is the Universal Studios Hollywood Globe, which actually used to sit in front of Orlando back in the day, back in like the 90s. This was their globe, and then when we got the globe that we have now, the much more elaborate one, they moved the old one out here to Hollywood. So this is the original Universal Orlando Globe, fun fact. Super cool. But let's head on inside the park because now I believe the park is open. And go have a great day. It's gonna be a fun time.
That's your annual pass. We're gonna hand it to you as you walk into the park. I assure you, if you want to pay.
And we are in. I'm freaking out right now. That's a long way down there. Oh geez. Oh, even looking down, I can see some of the Halloween Horror Nights construction for some of the houses. Or at least one of the houses, this tented area. I can't recall which one that's going to be based on rumors, but that's one of the houses for Hornets. I believe tickets went on sale yesterday actually for the frequent trip passes, so you know, for Hollywood, not Orlando. Orlando we still have to wait, unfortunately. Oh man, but I see the green hills. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Okay, almost there. Just one more escalator to go. Oh, but look at that. There's Jurassic World. Oh, there it goes. It's kind of cold right now, not gonna lie. Nothing like Orlando, the weather that we've been getting. Kind of cold, so I don't know if I'm in the mood to ride a water ride quite yet. No Velocicoaster? You guys, look where we are. And now the main standby line has already gone up to 3 hours long. Now immediately after entering the line through the green warp pipe right here, you take a turn to the right, but then over here is the single riders line, which we are going to take advantage of because I heard that your wait will be significantly shorter.
That turtle shell, move! Move!
Oh my god, guys, we just rode Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Definitely take advantage of that single rider line. You will not regret it. The only downside is that you do miss about 95% of the regular queue. You don't see Bowser's Castle. You don't see any of like the inside. You just go straight down a hallway, down some steps, grab your AR glasses and the headset, and then you're on the ride. It's been a long time coming, but we finally did it, guys. We finally made it out to Super Nintendo World here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm probably going to try to re-enter the land later, maybe to ride Mario Kart again if we still have time. I don't know. The world is our oyster. So I'm going to leave the area now, maybe try to hit up Jurassic World or The Mummy, knock those out of the way, and then probably try to revisit this land later into the day.
To the dinosaurs, a vast ocean was home to an explosion of life. At the top of the food chain sat the Mosasaurus, apex predator of the deep. You are clear for entry.
Okay, so I just quickly did Revenge of the Mummy and Jurassic World the ride back to back. I didn't record in between because it was just so quick. It was like go, 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 you know. Something that I'm quickly learning is that single rider is a lifesaver. Like I already said, in Bowser's Challenge, I only waited 30 minutes when the standby line was over 3 hours. Revenge of the Mummy, posting 45 minutes, only waited 5. Jurassic World, posting 50, only waited 10. Now that is insane. I'm gonna keep it going. As long as the rides have a single rider option, I'm gonna keep on going that route because I mean, we'll be able to ride everything before, what, like 2 o'clock, if that's the case. But now I did want to point out, though, about the Jurassic World ride. It kind of left a sour taste in my mouth because the whole ride, I'm just going through, like, a maze. Everything was amazing. I had to put my camera away. I did not expect to get that soaked throughout the slow portions of the ride, really building up to that final drop. And so I was like, okay, I was not expecting to get splashed this much in what normally is a very chill portion of the ride back home in Orlando. But going up that final drop, I was just waiting for it. I was just waiting for good old Indominus to pop on out, that amazing animatronic that everyone is raving about. I was just like, oh my gosh, here it comes. And she never showed up. Yeah. They, I guess, have the Indominus put away for maintenance, or maybe she's just sleeping for all I know. I don't know. Good old Rexy popped up, but it was kind of this awkward, silent period where there was supposed to be something happening where Indominus would walk closer and closer to your boat, try to reach out and grab you, and then she wasn't there. I mean, it looked like she wasn't there at all, so I don't think, you know, if we ride the ride later in the day, I don't think she'll be there. Like they had her turned off just for my ride. No, I think she's being worked on. I get it. It's one of like the largest animatronics in the world. I understand that. Just a little disappointed from a first timer's perspective, but honestly, still 10 out of 10 ride. Definitely want this to come to Florida. You know, I know we have Velocicoaster and that whole area is kind of themed around the Jurassic World films, but after riding this and seeing how much they can do with like this boat ride, and like I honestly would be okay, and I would be fine if they decided to bring this over to the East Coast. Okay, now I decided to hop back on the Starway to head back on up to the upper lot. I want to hit up some of the attractions up here before I head back down here later, if I do head back down here at all again, including Secret Life of Pets, the studio tour. I don't know. Let's go see what they have going on up here. Ah, so there's the infamous golf course that everyone's saying should be turned into Epic Universe or Islands of Adventure or whatever. I'm sorry guys, I don't think this park can grow that much. A lot of famous people actually golf there, so I'm sure the theme park fans will be happy, but I'm also sure that a lot of people will be upset as well if that got turned into more theme park. Now real quick, I wanted to come on over here to where the special effects stage used to be, and then also Animal Actors Live on location. You can see that there is a wall around it. That is because, based on rumors and permits, they are in the works of a very amazing attraction. They are in the works, actually, of a Fast and Furious roller coaster that's going to take over this space in the park. I mean, just going off the leaked concept images and just everything that we know about the ride, it looks like it's gonna be one heck of an attraction when it opens. It's gonna be exactly what I feel like this park needs. Oh, look, here's Springfield. It's gonna be a spinning coaster, and it's gonna launch you backwards and forward, and be produced by Intamin, which, as we know, is the manufacturer who did rides like Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. Very exciting stuff coming here to Universal Studios Hollywood. Something seems different here, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Some of us get boxes, some of us get super cool high-tech drunk.
Oh, it's so soft.
That's it. You guys got home. Yeah. That's what I needed you. You were tough, but I got you home.
This is so exciting! Oh, watch where we're going. We're going to hit those rocks. Hang on, everybody!
That's weird. It's like the river just ends up ahead.
Let me see that. According to the map, it's a waterfall. I'm coming, Dad!
The tour guys here at the park.
Be sure to watch your hands and feet as those tram gates will be closing in shortly. I also want to make sure everyone has a pair of
Oh, hey there! You made it! Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guide.
Aaron.
And the greatest driver. Even though
Aaron.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the
Here
tour.
is London Square. This was seen in Marvel's Agent Carter, as well as Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They even transformed this area into India for the Bindi project because it's all about versatility. We won't be able to create any city we need to. And we do that by changing out the set dressing. Those are all little details that make each production unique. So that could be changing the color of the buildings, changing the signage, changing the time period. That could be something like a street lamp. So we have some street lamps out right now, but if you look at the sidewalks, you can see there's little squares. Those are covering up electrical outlets. So you can actually choose whatever style of street lamp you need. We have a bunch of different ones in our property warehouse. Plugs right into the sidewalk, unplug it when you're done, we move on to the next production.
So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride.
Jurassic Park.
That's right, we're heading in to see some of the set pieces from the Jurassic Park franchise. These were also made of lightweight materials, makes them easier to move around the set and also more economical to build. I hope George stayed on today. Oh no, there's George. George! Get in the boat! Get in the boat! George had a lot of guts to be out there today. And there they are. Okay, we're moving to a safer location behind this pier covered in gasoline. The yellow barrel, that's the thing. Oh, that's nice. He's helping her out to the car.
I don't want to.
Oh, I don't normally sit in the trunk though. Hey, Norman! Don't worry, we're not gonna tell anyone. We should probably go.
All designed around the vision.
To sit down to talk about Florida. Well, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood?